So this drop of gold is for my attorney entrepreneur folks out there, or you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to start something up, you've done a little bit of mindset work, you've done a little bit of soul searching, you want to dive into serving the public and being handsomely rewarded for it from a place of passion and purpose and something that's really lighting you up and really in your heart. But maybe you're held up from making it official because you have a failed business hanging around in the past. This is for you. How many of you here have already started a business and it just didn't work out? Maybe your business was actually in the practice of law and try as you might, you didn't get anywhere, because many people, especially those who are starting a business for the first time ever and having that business be their law firm, don't know and understand that the practice of law and actually running the business are two totally different things. And you actually need to go ahead and study the running of the business part, even though you may have the practice of law part down or not. You may be a total beginner here, because some people straight out of law school and past the bar want to start their own firm right off the bat. That means you have two tracks of learning to do. Keep that in mind. But I've worked with a few people already, and I'll admit I was one as well, who attempted a practice of law and it didn't work out, and then found their life's passion. Maybe it wasn't in the area of law, maybe it was tangentially related, like mine too. And I've helped some other people that they had a new purpose and passion and they wanted to serve people from that place. And it was taking off like hotcakes because this is their passion. This is where their heart and soul is being channeled through, and people can feel that energy and they're attracted to you as a service provider. They want you on their team because they feel your energy and they love your energy. But making it solid, making it official, taking the steps to create a new website, because you still have that old one hanging around, create a new LLC instead of trying to piggyback through the old one and kind of change its classification, like all that stuff. People are maybe holding back on. And when I inquired, because I have people that come through the Bar Mentor Academy where they are learning to add mindset mentoring to the bar coaching that they already do, so that they can help their clients on both aspects. And when their clients hit a wall that they know is not academic, they're also able to help source the non-academic factors that are affecting them and their studies. But people that come through this, we help with a little bit of the business, settling down the business stuff as well. And this is when this topic comes up. And what shows itself is a shame that the last business didn't work. And even though all evidences of your current endeavors show that this will work, namely because your heart is really into it, but also because you have current clients that want to pay you, which is probably very different from the law practice that you tried to start, right? And so all evidences show that it will work for you, but they are afraid to make it official. They are afraid to clean up the past mess. Maybe you have an old tax bill that's lying around, hasn't been paid yet. Maybe there's stuff that there's closure that needs to be made on that old chapter. And they're afraid to go bury it. That's really what you need to do, is go bury it. Go have a freaking funeral for that old business. And so your new business can have a clean birthing place. No clutter, no baggage, right? And same concept applies to relationships and all kinds of other things. You need to close that door, like for real. Like go burn the pictures or bury them in the backyard, whatever it is that you do, right? In order to have a clean, open space for something new to come in and take root. So if that's you and you realize that you've been kind of like doing this half official business in the current term, because your actual official business that you got business cards for and a website for and an LLC for didn't work out. And instead of closing that book, burying all that stuff, dissolving the LLC and everything that you need to do and moving forward. Instead of doing that, you've been trying to like cobble your new business into your old business, or you've been holding yourself back from really going big in this current business of yours because of the shame of the old business. I'm going to give you three things in addition to what I already gave you to help you to move on, right? First, bury it. We already talked about that. Second, see that old business as a placeholder. Without that zest and zeal to go build something back then, you would not know what you know today about business. Granted, because of the lack of closure, what you know about business today may be sad. It may like evoke feelings of pain in your heart. But this is knowledge. Separate the knowledge from the emotions of the fact that the knowledge came from a failed business. Separate that. You know things about establishing a business, establishing business bank accounts, establishing, business websites and getting a business e-fax number or whatever it is that you had to learn the first time around. You already have that knowledge to support you with this business that you're already making money in. You're making money in this business. So isn't it that much more important to bring in the foundational business pieces to this area where you're actually making money in on a regular basis? And you would make more money if you had your house in order. Just dropping that there for you, okay? So see it as, wow, this thing gave me knowledge that I didn't have before. Also see it as a placeholder. Many of us would not go straight into pursuing our passion. We had to get into a business and then find that it failed. And now look back and realize it failed because I wasn't passionate about it. I know I went to law school and I spent all those, years and all that money to get these credentials, and then realized I didn't want to work for anybody else. So I'm unemployable. I need to create my own firm. And then started on this thing, except I didn't have the hustle to go get those clients. I was talking on the phone with somebody who I think she made 100K within her first quarter of business. She really did. She left the state. She started her own defense firm, and she made her whole year's salary and then some within a quarter. Then things came to a drastic halt. And after she finished all those cases, there was nothing. See, the zest and the zeal that she had when she started the business was all about, I need to leave public service and start making my own money. But then when it was time to do stuff like collecting on the invoices, the remaining balances, when it was time to do stuff like going and generating new business without the motivation of, I got to get out of this old job. But now she's like, I already made 6 figures and now I'm chilling, right? And there was no fire under her. That's because this business was never connected to her purpose. In fact, I would have to say the whole practice of law, the career she chose, was not connected to her purpose or her passion. Because if it were, she would have been out there because people need to hear that there is someone who is willing to fight for them, even if they've been labeled a criminal without due process. That would have been her motivation, not, oh, well, I made a year's salary already. So she would be out there getting her voice heard and making sure that people knew that the opportunity to get the help existed because it's her passion, not because, oh, I want to make money, not because, oh, I need this business to succeed, but because I have a burning desire to make sure that people know that I'm here. I have a desire to help people in this way. Who else can I do this for? See me in this new business, because I did start off with something else, but here, as I started to help people in the mindset realm, that's what I got. It's like, who else can I do this for? Oh my goodness, look at the light bulbs. Look at the passion. Look at her life change. Look at her work up level. Oh my goodness, she moved from this dead end job to this 6-figure salary job. Oh my goodness. And I'm like, who else can I do this for? Who else can I have a whole life change happen for? I want to be a part of this in more people's lives. And so I keep marketing and I keep getting out there and I keep, giving talks and networking. Yeah, like we meet our money goals and then we set higher goals. It's not really about that. I want to change more lives in this way, right? And so in the same token, a person who is who's working from their passion and purpose, a person who is doing something that their heart draws them to is not going to run out of steam like that, right? So when you created that first business, and you kind of like let it slide, it's because it wasn't connected to your passion and purpose. But chances are, if you had to create a business solely off your passion and purpose, you probably would be struggling like a lot of coaches out there are struggling right now, who cannot see themselves charging for something that they love to do. They cannot see themselves creating a business and structure around something that was really and truly their hobby. And they call it their hobby, even though it's a great service to other people, because it's so connected to their heart that they would do it probably for free. And so they have the darndest time turning that into a business. And it actually deflates some of their zeal when they start adding a dollar sign to this passion of their heart. You don't have that problem because you've already run a business and you know what business is about. And now it was a matter of just switching out the subject matter of your business to something that is more passionate for you so that you can keep up the zeal and do the hard stuff that it takes to keep a business going. And you're in a really good spot if that's you. If you built a business that wasn't your passion and now you have found your passion and you're already making money doing it, you're in a beautiful place. That past business that didn't work out was setting you up for this. Can you receive that? That was just a placeholder. You were meant to do the work that you love and to be paid handsomely for it. Right? So now you're in a place where you're ready to dissolve that, bury it, build the building blocks of business that you know and already did for the past one, build those, bring those building blocks to this business and continue being paid as you already are being paid for what you're doing right now. And now it's just time to add to what you already have. So this business now is your stepping stone into the next level. Now you get to determine what kind of lifestyle do I want to live, and you get to enter into a new realm of learning how to scale your business and make it give you the life that you want. You're out of the elementary, oh, I'm starting a business phase. That got taken care of with that last business. So bless that thing. Say thank you to it. It broke so much ground for you. It already got you out of comfort zones and had you stretch so that you can be in this beautiful, blessed place of being able to be paid to do what you love. Bless that old business, set your stuff up properly, get your books in order, get you some help, right? Hire yourself a VA or something and start scaling this passion, right? That you get to be handsomely paid for. This is how you get past an old business and move into your new one and create a life that you're in love with. That's what I got for you.